This is your Barbados Today evening news update for Tuesday, February the 20th. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, the persistent problem of cowage has forced the Blackman Gollop Primary School to close its doors for the remainder of the week. For the second straight day, parents were forced to pick up their charges early. Some parents expressed frustration, saying that officials took too long to respond as they reported that children have been complaining for severe itching. When Barbados Today visited the Christchurch school, general workers from the Ministry of Health were busy investigating the nature of the problem. One worker, Charles Innes, told Barbados Today they will be working to rectify the problem to allow the children to return to school next week.
Whenever they have a COVID issue and the ministry got stepping, we try to deal with the issue as soon as possible.
So what's going on here?
Well, right now we come to do some spraying and try to get it under control, and we will try and do some burning on Friday according to the weather. Well, if you get a lot of rain, you won't get very much coverage blowing. But as long as it's dry and the wind high, you will get the coverage blowing as free as the wind blows.
In news from today's debate in the Senate, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, Senator Irene Sandiford Garner, told the upper chamber that government granted about $7.7 million in concessions to about 43 hoteliers last year. This, she said, represented an increase of about $1 million over the amount in concessions granted to the tourism sector in 2016. As a result, Sandiford Garner reported that government raked in around $3 million in revenue from that sector, an increase of almost $1 million when compared to 2016.
The calendar year 2017 saw an increase in applications for concessions from 2,239 in 2016 to 2,763 this financial year. Total purchases for the year 2017 was Barbados $17.2 million by the hotels, which would have qualified for food and beverage concessions. And these concessions range from meat to vodka, brandy, whatever the hotel restaurants may need, whatever products they may need for the infrastructure.
The government senator also reported a modest increase in the number of applications for concessions, stating that it had jumped to more than 2,700 last year, up from over 2,200 in 2016. Sandiford Garner said that the concessions were not only granted to international brands or overseas investors, as she knocked criticism about the government's granting of concessions to sandals.
When people speak a bit about concessions, it's not that the Barbados government is giving away anything. Tourism is seen as an export product. We see the tourism industry as an export industry. Any concessions which are given to the tourism industry are seen as an investment in the product. It is an investment in the hotel product. It is in tourism product, because the tourism product is an export entity. And we have to recognize that. So when you do the numbers or do the math, the government is not giving away anything, because you invest in a revenue-generating enterprise.
In other news, CXC is expressing grave concern that a high number of candidates sitting the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate, or CSEC, failed to turn up to write their exams in January. Deputy Chair of the Barbados-based Caribbean Examinations Council, Dr. Marcia Potter, noted that while absenteeism has always been an issue in the January sitting, this year has been significantly higher in some subjects. These include office administration, English literature, principles of accounts, information technology, and social studies. Potter said it is particularly worrying that the fact that taxpayers are paying for the exams and candidates are not turning up. CXC Registrar Glenroy Cumberbatch said the council will be reaching out to candidates to help them better prepare for the January sitting.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
I'll speak to you in the most
audaciously and bombalicious manner. AgroFest 2018 is here, so why are you procrastinating your physiognomies? Go and get your tickets now at all the approved box offices. And listen, the ticket prices have been reduced. Dolly, Dooksy and Dan can be there, so why not you? AgroFest 2018, you farming the future. And as the young people say, AgroFest can be lit, AgroFest can be chopping, AgroFest got me so excellent.
Welcome back with news from the region now. In Trinidad and Tobago, a formal investigation has been launched into the police shooting of a wanted man yesterday in East Port of Spain. More in this report from CNC3 Television.
The Police Complaints Authority has launched an independent investigation into the killing of 25-year-old Akil James, a.k.a. Christmas. Reports indicate James was shot around 3:45 a.m. on Monday. Police reportedly went to his home to execute a search warrant when officers claimed they were met with gunfire. The killing sparked a wave of riots in East Port of Spain, which began shortly after 5 a.m. Mr. West was speaking with the media after he delivered the feature address to the corporation's credit union league this morning.
We have a policy in the PCA that all police shootings will be investigated by the PCA. So we'll do an independent investigation where we will ask for witnesses to come forward and give their statements to the PCA. We will also eventually ask for the police file so we can monitor and audit what the police have done.
When asked about the integrity of the investigation, Mr. West said they will leave no stone unturned.
We will investigate the matter, and then the truth will come out in the investigation, and if we find that there's a case, we will send it to the DPP or the Commissioner of Police, as the case may be.
And on the international scene, a huge mountain of garbage that towered over homes in an impoverished district of Mozambique's capital has collapsed, killing 17 people. The 45-foot-high dump gave way in the early hours of Monday, burying residents as they slept. A mother and her newborn baby were among the dead. Days of heavy rain are believed to have triggered the collapse in the deprived and densely populated Huling district of Maputo. 7 homes were crushed by the debris. Families and nearby residents joined rescue teams to help search for the survivors. And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic evening.